look what we have. The very first and only Dodge Dakota in the country with the BTR Equalizer 1 intake. Do a quick walk around. Came in this afternoon. I didn't waste any time putting it on. I took a bunch of pictures. I'll have them up on my website if you want to check it out. I'll put a link below. You can see the BTR matching rails. Everything fit. I mean, this was pretty straightforward. Come over here. The intake is very, very well machined. All the sealing surfaces. It doesn't use a O-ring for the top. It uses a like a rubber seal, string seal, rope seal. So you just push it down in the groove, and you get it about the length you need, and you trim it a little long, and you squeeze it in there, and it forms a perfect O-ring on the top. Very good design, seals perfect. The O-ring grooves, it uses just large round O-rings to seal the runners. Those grooves are all beautifully machined. Everything fits perfect. I mean, the O-ring lays in there just nice and beautiful. The casting on the intake is very good. I got pictures on my website. I took pictures of with the lid off and everything. I'm sure by now you've seen it, but I'll post them anyways. I didn't use, this is the Ls1 Map Sensor Location. I didn't use that. It has 3 map sensor locations. There's 2 on the back. You can't see them. There's a LS2 and a LS3. I used the LS3, I think it is, because I have a ZR1 2.5 bar map sensors, the one on the bottom, which wasn't drilled all the way through, just like this LS1 if you look. So what I did is I drilled it just a couple drill sizes smaller, finished drilling the hole through, and I mounted my map sensor. But the other hole, I had to plug that, so I drilled it 7/16, and then I tapped it for a 1/4 inch MPT pipe plug. So that's all sealed up. And there is a larger 3/8 pipe plug on the back of the intake too. Again, I have pictures of all this on my website. There's a 3/8 plug, and it comes with a 90-degree adapter. Let me see if I can find it in the mess that is over here. Yeah, here we go. It comes with this, so you can put this in the back if you're still running a brake booster, which is a nice touch. It comes with a couple other fittings, vacuum fittings, and it comes with a 1/4 inch pipe plug to plug off. The intake has 2 1/4 inch MPT holes on each side for your different miscellaneous vacuum fittings. I used one. This goes to my fuel pressure regulator. I just used an adapter, and I bent up some 316 nickel copper line. So I had to, that way I didn't have to use that much rubber line. I kind of limited it. I put just a little bit of a flare on the end of the 3/16 line, so when you clamp it down with the zip tie, it won't allow it to slip off. So that's a really tight fit. Over here I used 1/4 inch. I don't know how well you can see it. I used 1/4 inch to run to my blow-off valve. And it helps, having the hard line helps get it around everything neatly, and it also helps keep it all up away from the belt. I need to zip tie my IAT sensor wire, but as for the harness, I just had to massage it and reroute it a little bit, and I took it, instead of using this port, I just moved the connector over to here, which gave me plenty of room. And as you can see, it wraps, it goes up behind the crossover, in front of the crossover. It fits perfect. That crossover is from the Trailblazer SS fuel line kit, so it actually worked pretty good. I didn't have to actually make one. I was kind of worried because the throttle body location is significantly lower, since this is a low profile intake, than the Trailblazer SS, and I have my -8 return line off the fuel pressure regulator under it, but it clears. I just had to rotate the regulator a couple degrees, but everything clears. Power steering line clears. Plenty of room for the dash 10 feed. The injector harness all laid in perfect. The throttle body bracket. This is unique only to the BTR Equalizer. It's on their website. It's like 20 bucks. So I just had to shorten up my throttle cable. I think it was maybe by like an inch, if that, from what I had with the Trailblazer SS. So that worked good. I did have to use an adapter. You can see here. This is a 92 millimeter to 102 millimeter adapter, because this has a 102 millimeter throat on it, and my throttle body is only 292 millimeter, only 92 millimeters, so that worked. I did have to shorten the cold side charge pipe. I shortened it by probably about 5 inches, but that worked out well. Everything still clears, still got plenty of room. Other than that, I mean, it was really straightforward. The instructions were great. The packaging was probably the best packaged intake I've ever taken out of the box. They definitely took time and took care when they put the whole package together. And not just about, you know, the quality of the part, but they definitely took time with the experience of opening it. So they wanted you to know you're buying a quality item, which I really appreciate. It's hard to see back there, but I definitely have more room from here to the firewall than I did with the older intake, with the factory intake. So that gave me also a little bit more room, and it definitely helped when running my crankcase vent lines. Yeah. Overall, I'm very happy with it. Definitely worth the wait. And judging by all the dyno sessions that keep getting posted with this intake, it definitely performs. So I can't wait to fire it up. The battery's dead in the truck, and I don't have my laptop, so I'm not even going to try tonight. I don't want to mess anything up. But I'll fiddle around with it tomorrow, see if I can get to make some noise. There it is, the first BTR intake in a Dodge Dakota.